Hello everyone and welcome to iCompute.us. In this video demonstration, I'll be going over a test case of running AutoDock Vina through Docker. So first of all, we're going to log in and head on over to the iSpec tab. Once we're here, we're going to upload our files. The files that I'm talking about will most likely be a config file, and they might include a ligand and a receptor file as well. My files include all three. The protein PDBQT is my receptor file. I have the ligand here as well as the config file. Once they're uploaded, I'll be picking a base image as well as the language. I'm picking C and C++ because that is the language in which AutoDock Vina is coded in. Once that is done, I'll be copying all three files from the directory onto the image. Next up, we have the update commands. I'll start with apt-get update. And then I have some package and build essentials. Then I have the git clone command to copy AutoDock Vina from Git. I'll be copying this onto the image too. Next, we're gonna cd onto this folder. And go into a specific directory and run the make command here. Once we're done with that, all that is left is the execution command, which is going to be AutoDock Vina build release and the Vina executable. We'll also specify the config file here so that it can run the necessary instructions that are given in the configuration file. Next, it's going to ask us if you want to publish the image to Docker Hub. If we say yes, we'll have to provide a username and token, and the built image will be pushed to that specific account from where we can pull it and run it on our systems. If we select no, we'll be getting an email to download the link, which includes the image. I'll just pick no here. And last step we have is the picking a license. If you choose to package your software with a license, you can do that here. It's totally optional and it's completely up to you. If you do pick a license, the email will contain an attachment with the edited license. So it's a good feature if you choose to package your software with one. Once we're done, we're going to click generate Docker file and it's going to show us the YAML output. The YAML file is used to generate the Docker file, which is then used to generate the Docker image, regarding which we'll be getting an email soon. So if you notice anything that you want to change in this layout, feel free to go back to iSpec tab and restart from scratch. You can edit it any way you want, and once successful, you'll be getting an email. Receiving the email might take some time since it depends on the size of the image and all the operations to be run, so please don't get worried. Once you do get an email, it will look similar to this. You'll see the link to download the tar file as well as some attachments like readme.txt. Please go over this as it includes a deep set of instructions on what to do with your Docker image. This is the edited license that we just picked. Next, we have the Docker file if you want to build your own image. And lastly, we have the vulnerability analysis, which includes a set of optimization and improvements based on the base image that we picked for our Docker file. So please give it a look and you might see some recommendations on how to improve your Docker file. So next up, I'll just click on the link here to download the image. The image might take some time to download since it depends on the size. So that's another thing to note. And one more thing to note is to run any Docker commands on your terminal, you need to have Docker Desktop or Docker Engine installed and running. If we check here, you'll notice that I do have Docker Desktop running. So on terminal, I'm free to run any Docker commands. Once we're done with this, I'll go to the Downloads tab to check if it did download, and I see the image is indeed here. So from this location, I will be opening terminal and I will be loading the image like this. And we will just wait for the load to finish. After that, we'll do a quick verification if the image is on a system. And the last step is just running the image itself. Once it's done, let's verify. The image is here. So we're gonna do Docker run, copy the image name or image ID, and run that. As you can see, AutoDock Vina has been triggered. The program is running as intended. This is the welcome message. It's asking us to cite the creators. And this is the scoring function that we have here. Vina, we have the receptor specified here, the ligand here, and we have the results from our configuration file. Now that we've verified that AutoDock Vina is working as intended, for your own use case, please use the correct ligand and receptor files. Otherwise, it might show an error. And I hope that this video was informational for you. And thank you so much for watching.